Damn! Throwing people off of skyscrapers. I didn't realize they were that far up.
Yeah, me neither.
So, Captain America. You know, very popular superhero. He was created back in the 40s during World War II. It's pretty much a propaganda character. Backstory is that he was a scrawny dude who wanted to join the army and was selected to be part of an experiment in which they turned him into a super soldier.
Yes.
Who has like super strength and super abilities.
He's peak physical condition. He's instantly as fit as a human could possibly be.
Yes, and at some point he got frozen on ice, and then unfrozen in modern times. But he was actually created in the 40s during World War II.
Yes.
So that's where his original stories were from. And this was back before Marvel even was a thing. It wasn't called Marvel then. It was called Timely Comics.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is before Spiderman, before Iron Man, before any other Avenger. There was Captain America and Timely Comics.
The First Avenger.
And he was so successful, in fact, that this movie company, Republic Pictures, they made a serial based on Captain America. You know, a movie serial in which, this is before TV, so you would go watch an episode at the theater, and then you'd have to come back every week to watch the next episode.
Much like the Batman serial that we previously reviewed.
Yeah, that one.
And this one's pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're after.
Just a minute.
Oh, shit.
There he is.
With a gun.
Oh,
My God, Cap, really?
no, he ain't gonna take this.
Oh! Wow, did you just shrug off a chair to the head?
I think he did.
Jesus.
Professor Lyman is dead. He stepped off a curb in front of a truck.
Another purple death accident. Well, at least I've accounted for one of the gang. You'll find his body at Professor Lyman's house. That's all.
He just killed him?
He's fucking dead.
Get me the district attorney's office.
I left the corpse over here. Okay, bye.
Captain America is not Steve Rogers. Grant Gardner is a district attorney. He fights crime as Captain America secretly. And he is fighting a sinister poisoner known as the Scarab.
And I do want to harp on that for some reason he's not Steve Rogers. He's Grant Gardner.
They might have thought that's a more exciting comic book style name.
Yeah, it's strange. When you think of Captain America, especially like classic original Captain America, you think of him punching Hitler.
Yeah.
And him fighting the
Right.
Nazis. And I was expecting a lot of that. I was, actually excited for it.
Me too.
And there's none of that.
No.
No World War II stuff whatsoever. No Nazis get punched in this, which I think that is a real tragedy.
Missed opportunity. You know what? When I was watching it, I kept thinking it's like Batman and Captain America were switched. Because Batman serials he's fighting like the World War II people and the Japanese. And Captain America's just fighting a bunch of random gangsters.
So, yeah, no World War II, no Steve Rogers. He's Captain America just in name and costume. And that's pretty much where the similarities begin and end.
Yeah, no Bucky, no Shield.
No shield, he just has a gun. Every scene that he shows up in, he just shows up with a gun. Which, Captain America every now and then uses a gun, but it's weird to see him just use that and nothing else.
No backstory or super soldier serum or any of that. We just jump right into it.
We don't even know if he's superhuman or not. He appears to just be an agile dude like Batman.
Yeah, he's really strong.
I mean, but at the same time, he can survive jumping out of a speeding vehicle and be totally fine. So it's hard to tell. I guess we should talk about the plot, which is pretty simple. There's this bad scientist guy named the Scarab.
Yes, he's an archaeologist. He went on an expedition with a bunch of other old white scientist dudes. They ripped him off. He just became a museum curator, and they got fortune and fame. So he's killing them. And he's using the purple death. It's stuff that mind controls you, and you do whatever he says and then kill yourself. So
The editing in these is, pretty abrupt or weird.
the purple death. I had that strain once.
This is the voice of the Scarab. I command you to drive your tower to the cliff.
Oh!
Okay. That was pretty effective.
Oh. Whoa, what's... it's all red. What's happening?
There's multiple times where they fade out while people are still talking, like right on their line.
Do florists have this pretty implant?
A few might. It's very rare.
Fine. We'll trick the guilty one into showing his hand. Gail, you and I will visit the dealers in rare flowers in the morning.
I'm Gail Richardson, the district attorney's office.
Okay.
Fading while they're still talking.
It's like they're getting, the
Cut off.
editors getting bored.
Enough of
move
this.
along. He's Grant Gardner, the district attorney, and he's Captain America, but he's Captain America in secret. But Captain America ends up working with the police department a lot, and the assumption that people have is that Captain America and Grant Gardner are, friends?
Yeah, it's just what was going on with Superman and Clark Kent at the time. Everyone knows that the alter ego is the superhero's friend. And they don't question it, because back then when two men were very close friends and they didn't talk about a lot, you just let that slide. if you were polite.
Yeah, and nobody puts two and two together.
Oh, yeah.
That every time that Captain America doesn't show up, this guy just conveniently seems to be able to kick everyone's ass.
Good thing that armchair is bulletproof.
Yeah, real lucky. There's this girl. Her name is Gail.
Yes.
And she's like the lead female of the serial.
She's the only female of the serial, I think. I don't remember seeing another woman.
We watched 5 episodes. So maybe there's more women down the line. But yeah, I think you're right. I think she's the only woman that we saw. Yeah. At first we thought she was pretty useless because she just keeps getting captured. She gets captured in the first episode. She gets captured in the second episode. So after that we were like, well, she seems totally useless. Then in the next episode... Oh shit!
Wow!
Fuck!
Oh, okay.
Well,
She just quick drew that dude.
damn.
Okay, third time's a charm.
What the Scarab is doing in every episode is trying to get things to create some kind of super weapon. And it's different kinds of super weapon.
Right. Well, the first episode, the device in question is the thermoelectric dynamic vibrator.
Yep.
The most powerful vibrator on Earth.
And they keep calling it the vibrator.
Yes.
Which is pretty great.
Mr. Merritt and Mr. Norden are here to witness your demonstration of the vibrator.
Oh, yes. The DNA tells them the secret of this machine.
No.
Every
Oh.
responsibility.
Don't call it
Come
that.
this way.
I hear you have a big vibrator here. Can I see?
Everyone wants that vibrator. The vibrator's being made. The scientist is showing how it works to Gale and some other people. And the gangsters burst in and hold them at gunpoint and lock them in a closet and then turn on the machine to shake the building apart.
Yeah, they want to destroy the building with everyone inside. And Captain America shows up with his gun.
Yes.
But he just punches the hell out of them. So he throws a guy off the building, and we cut to an exterior shot
Yes.
where we see the guy fall off the very top of this, skyscraper.
It looks like the roof, even. Like
yeah. And so we see an exterior shot Captain America defeats the bad guys and must save the day.
The vibrator. If it isn't shut off, the building will collapse.
Get out, I'll try to stop it.
Yeah, just
scientists-
run down. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Well, weren't we all
Are
on the
they
top
dead?
floor? This makes no sense.
Are they? What?
That guy fell from like the roof.
Yeah, he fell from like the very top of it. Oh, he should be dead. What?
Yeah. Yay!
We're cutting back and forth between the building collapsing and him being inside, but the very first thing we see is the very top of the building collapse. And then we cut inside, and somehow Captain America and the rest of the people are okay.
Yeah.
Even though they were there at the part that's called. It just doesn't make any sense.
Nothing matches up.
No.
We see what looks like most of the building collapse at least twice.
But yeah, it keeps collapsing.
And then it just ends. Because that's how it happened. Cliffhanger. Tune in next time to see how he gets out of this one. Spoilers, he just goes through a window.
The way I would describe these is that you'll get a cool action sequence at the beginning, a cool one at the end, and just a bunch of boring plot in the middle.
Yep. It's very formulaic. And the boring plot is always about murder and death machines.
Every single episode ends in a fight, and something is about to happen to Captain America. And then we cut away to tune in next time. But then in the very next episode, not only do they pick up where they left off, they literally show you like the last 3 to 4 minutes of the last episode. Like the entire fight scene that episode ended with, that you'll just see it again.
I mean, it looks comically lazy nowadays, but at the time, it might not have been that bad because you're going to the movies once a week to see this.
Mm-hmm. And this, because you weren't gonna watch it again ever. So
No.
This time you got to see that cool fight scene again. So I guess it's kind of okay.
You're not going home and hopping on 1944 YouTube and replaying this over and over again. So, kind of cool.
I will say I was worried that this was gonna have racist stuff in it, just like the Batman serials, which, man, those go far.
This was part of a foreign land transplanted bodily to America and known as Little Tokyo. Since a wise government rounded up the shifty-eyed Japs, it has become virtually a ghost street.
But I guess a positive to it is that there's nothing racist here.
No, there's very little exciting in this at all.
I mean, that's a point for
We
it.
commented on it, how it's like less racism, less excitement. It's a trade-off.
I mean, I don't want to say that that's the formula, but
No, we kept laughing at and being shocked at how comically overt the racism was in the Batman thing, and during the plot scenes. And in contrast, these plot scenes are just normal dudes talking on the phone forever.
yeah, the villain is really boring. We were both kind of falling asleep during his scenes.
Yeah.
It would have been dangerous to use it again. But we must recover that truck at any cost. It would take months to duplicate its robot control and television unit. Let's see where they've taken it.
I don't care about any of this.
Yeah, this guy's scenes are pretty boring. Like, say what you want about Dr. Daka, and you can say a lot of things.
Well,
but, at least,
it was at least something to react to. This is just... Captain America's an inspirational figure. His whole thing is inspiring people, and he encourages the common American to stand up. He doesn't do any of that in this. He just shows up and shoots people.
Yeah, and again, you think because it's during World War II, there would be some kind of big patriotism, motif to it, but no! I don't even think the words, United States are said out loud.
No? Do they say America other than his name?
No!
Yeah.
Not it's disappointing.
Captain District Attorney.
Oh, yeah! Oh, shit. Whose house was that?
Who cares?
So, Roman, would you recommend the 1944 Captain America serial series?
Not really. If you want to check it out, if you're interested, like, maybe watch one of them. No, I actually wouldn't recommend this one, unfortunately. It's a sad day for America.
Yeah.
What about you, Alfredo?
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. It's, like, I would say watching the first 1 or 2 episodes was fun, but after that, it was just more of the same. They're, like, technically competent, especially for the time. You know, bad editing choices aside,
Yeah.
it's pretty competent. But, God, there's just nothing all that interesting about this. Like, they're pretty dull.
And they're interchangeable. It's like, you've seen one of them, you've seen the rest of them.
It's just not all that interesting. It has, like, historical significance because it's the first film appearance of a Marvel character.
Yeah.
But as far as entertainment value goes, there's not much here.
What are we going to do to close out this time? We always do some sort of silly little montage, right?
I think a meme is the best way to go out.
A meme.
A meme.